Okay, so I'm already inside Google Forms. I've got there from going to my waffle and going to Forms. And I want to create a Google form. So obviously you can do this in many different ways. I can just go to blank from here, blankety blank. So let's just create a blank form. And then start adding your questions. So, I'm just going to keep this pretty simple. I'm only adding one question. I've got an option number 1 here. Let's say that is cat. Let's add another option, and I'm going to say that is dog. So I'm just giving the user a choice of cat or dog. I'm just where it says other there, I'm just going to remove that by clicking on that cross there. So two options. Okay, that is it. Let's just call this cat or dog. At the moment, this is an untitled form. Interestingly, that's news to me. I wrote cat or dog there for the title. When I clicked in the untitled form, it used that text. So I didn't have to type that in. It just did that automatically. So maybe try that neat little trick on your Google form. Okay, so I'm just doing this as a... that's my dog barking. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to leave that dog barking and just resume. I've tried this about 20 times and the dog just keeps barking, so I give up. So there we go, cat or dog. Just next thing is, go to the right, start adding your questions. Not looking at question types here, just looking at a very basic setting up of a form and adding that as an assignment. You'll notice there we've got questions, the responses that we are waiting for. Let's just click on that. Awaiting responses, that is fine. And then we've got settings. And you'll notice that this is not a quiz. This is just a form collecting data. If you click on that to turn that into a quiz, we get a few more options. Again, not looking at the quiz options at the moment, but normally if you were going to give a grade for each of the questions, then you would turn that into a quiz. And also by turning it into a quiz, you can specify which of the answers is correct in your quiz. So that's just some of the options available to you. So I'm just going to turn that off, going back to question. So I'm just looking at a very basic form where I'm just going to capture the data, and I'm not grading this as a form. Okay, so that's automatically being saved into my Google Forms area. Let's just say, the part of my workspace. If I click on Forms on the left-hand side on the icon, we'll see there's the cat or dog question there that's available at the moment. So let's go to Google Classroom. Let's click on Create, and let's click on Assignment. I don't know why, but I prefer doing it this way. But there is a quiz way of doing this that we'll look at in the future. So give it a title, add some text in there. And then I'm going to go to Google Drive, and this way I know that I've already done my Google form. So I select it, insert that, and that's been added. And you'll see that this on the right hand side there, it's going to all of the students. Just the test user and Colette, so she'll be getting a lot of notifications in her test account. So that's all I wanted to do. I'm just going to assign that. Okay, done. That's been assigned. So let's go and look at the student view. Let's go back to the class. You'll notice that in the stream there's a link. The student will also receive an email notification, and if the student went to classwork where they can find all their assignments, you can see that it is there as well. So no due date or anything. So I'm just going to click on cat or dog and then going to view the assignment. and there it is. So I can see everything. You'll notice markers done is available there as well, but I'm just going to click on the form itself. I'm going to add a response and say, let's say I prefer cat, and I'm going to submit. Okay, so it's allowing me to submit another response, but I've responded once, so let's just click on open assignment. And you'll notice automatically it's submitted that work for me. So it's been turned in because I completed the form, and it automatically it should automatically turn the form in once I've completed it. And then if I go back to the tutor view, I don't really want to be in Google Classroom. I want to go to Google Forms. I want to locate the form I was working on that we just created. So let's just click on that original form, and you'll notice now that it started to collect responses. So it's collected one response there, and that's just at the moment we're just on the summary tab, but you notice I can go to individual questions and look at the responses. Not a lot to look at there with just one response, but also I can go to the individual, and there you'll see I can look at the individual responses that have been made or created, and there we go. So that is a very simple, extremely simple form. But that's the process that's going on inside of Google when you create your form as an assignment in that manner.